Turn on, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you give is going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
The children are ultimately the people that we must save the most in the family. Because if they see that it is normal for their parent to get beat up on a regular basis, then they will believe that it is normal when they grow up. I don't know necessarily if dealing with domestic violence is a blessing for me. And I don't know if it was God's mission to put me here, or whether or not it was just my fate as it's been drawn out. Who knows? But over and over and over throughout my path of my 14-year legal career, always family violence keeps coming back.
September 10th, 2003. Actually, you were not placed on deferred, you were placed on regular probation.
I try my best to keep my emotions out of play and try to look at the facts as they are presented to me. I say that with that caveat, because like when I was an assistant district attorney, I did try a lot of cases that really, really tore at my heart. And a lot of times I use the example of I was trying an aggravated sexual assault case in the juvenile section, and the victim was a 6-year-old little boy. And he was very concerned because the perpetrator was his uncle. And he kept telling me, he goes, what if they don't believe me? What if they don't believe me? And I would tell him, you know, I believe you. And the little boy felt that pressure from his mom, felt the pressure from his aunts, felt the pressure from his grandma. And he was only 6. In essence, he's just a baby. And he's putting all his faith and all his trust in you to do what's right for him and do what's right for their family. It's important for me to win, not just because I was the advocate in the case, but because this child was believing in me. I've gotten very positive reaction from the art contests that we've been conducting. The children that are submitting the artwork are not necessarily experiencing domestic violence. They were made aware that this court is the domestic violence court, and that is why the family theme was important in the artwork, because I did want people who came to this court to know how, you know, the family unit is perceived by kids. And also I wanted the perpetrators to see, you know, look at what you are doing to your family. This child here who is 15, 16 that has submitted artwork, look at how he's torn up, she's torn up by the fact that you're abusing mom. And mom is represented by this lady crying and the child crying as well. And I always felt that if I was elected and I became a judge, that I wouldn't change too much from the person that I have become, because if I start forgetting, you know, where I came from and how I got here, that, you know, my grandmother would come back from the dead and slap me on the back of the head and tell me how dumb I was to forget that, you know, we had to struggle to get where we were at and to get where we've gotten, and that I couldn't get here by myself.
For the month of November 2002. Is that true or not true?
A lot of the people that come before me are not as fortunate as me to be blessed with the family and friends and the support system that I have. There were times when I was young and, you know, my mom struggled to make sure that we had food to eat, or that we had clean clothes, or that we even had, you know, shoes to wear to cover our feet. I knew that no matter what, that she truly loved me and she wanted the best for all of us.